Hello everybody, I am SS the Showstopper and today is the 19th of January 2024. Now I just saw a video of Shaneil Muir, singer Shaneil Muir, and she's saying some things about her mother, some very gnarly things about her mother. And it's not the first that she has spoke about it. She has went on Simone Clark interview, and she had spoke about the relationship that's with her mother, and that it's a turmoil relationship and that they don't get along, they don't see eye to eye, and a whole lot of bad things have happened of which she don't speak about, except the fact that her mother disrespect her and she simply doesn't want to have anything to do with her, of which we can understand her frustration and we can understand where she's coming from. Excuse me. I also saw a vlogger who re-uploaded her video, and that vlogger was saying some very terrible things. He was supporting her argument and even going further and saying some very cryptic things. He was saying just some things that were very distasteful and, speaking quite ignorantly about the entire situation. And I guess he was incorporating what he went through or what he's going through with his family and relating it to Shaneil and saying that, this is what she should do. She doesn't owe her mother anything. She doesn't this, that, and her mother deserve it, and all of these kind of things. And there were so many people that are supporting his argument. And there are also other people all over who were supporting Shaneil Muir and were encouraging her to stay on the path that she's on and don't deal with her mother, don't talk to her mother, avoid her, this, that, and the third. So for the most part, a lot of people have been supporting her. A lot of people have been sticking up and saying what she is saying. And they're incorporating their personal life or relating their personal life to what she is going through in her life and saying that, yes, that's the right way to go. And that's a good thing that you don't deal with her, stay far from her. You can diss her because she dissed you first. You don't owe her anything. And, so on a grand scale, most persons have been agreeing with Shaneil Muir. Now, I want to say this, and I may not be able to reach Shaneil Muir. I don't know if anybody will wish to pass on the message to her. But I want to say this, and I hope others out there can hear. When it comes to your parents, whether it be your mother and your father, if your mother is a crackhead, if your father is a crackhead or a junkie, if they're very abusive, whatever it is that you guys went through in that family with both mother and father, you will never dishonor your parents. Worse, you will never wash your dirty linen in public. That's a thing that you don't want to do. I have learned that the easy way. Fortunately for me, it didn't went too far away. I had to learn it the hard way, because in everything I always ask for wisdom. I always ask for guidance, and I always pray and ask the Almighty in the name of Jesus to put me on a path where I'm learning from wise people who know better or who know more than me and can guide me the right way. So that's one thing I've learned and I've come to accept. You never dishonor your parents. First and foremost, you will never be equal with your parents. They have seen more sun, moon, and star before you. And not only that, even if they die at an early age than what you would have lived past, they have still seen more sun and moon before you. Not only that, you will never be one with them. You will never be equal with them. They were the canal that you came through. You never dishonor that canal. It matters not. You never dishonor that canal. If you cannot get along with your parents, if you and them don't see eye to eye, if they were abusive, if they had substance abuse issue, very disrespectful and stuff like that, you can stay far away from them and wish them well. You can stay far away from them and wish them well. You never dishonor your parents and you never wash your dirty linen in public. When it comes to your parents, you would never ever want to do that. You know why? The day you believe that, okay, you are above them and you have moved past and you don't need them anymore, and they are this and they are that, and they are maybe all the things that you are saying about them is in fact true. You know what you have done? You have relieved them of the curse and you have put it on yourself. That's what you have done, whether you believe it or not. Case in point, ask yourself, how many friends do you have that are genuine around you? How many persons do you have around you that are wholesome, that have a meaningful life, that have a meaningful family, that have a love in unison, that have something great going for them when it comes to their family? You see, if you look within yourself and you can see all of that around you, families that are great, people that are great, It therefore means that you are living a lie. Because I know the first thing it's going to affect is your relationship with other people, whether it be a partner, whether it be relations with other people, co-workers, business, anything out there. It will deeply affect your relationship, because the first thing you're going to develop is what? Trust issues. And if you have trust issues, you most likely will never have a good relationship with anybody out there. You understand? So what you don't want to do is never ever dishonor your parents. If you and them cannot get along, you stay far from them and you wish them all the best. You understand? You need that, because in order for you to go forward and be the better person and to relieve yourself of whatever it is that's on them, well, we call it curse, whatever it is that's on them, which is their shortcoming or their discrepancy, you would have not passed it on to yourself, because you would have prayed, or you would have seek therapy, or you would have seek a counselor or a friend, someone who can guide you and show you the best way to move forward, to deal with them, or how you can avoid them the best way or the most respectful way, in order for certain things to not reach your life or affect your life. And that's just the mantle that you have to carry. You understand? You don't ever disrespect them. You don't ever dishonor them. You don't ever wash your dirty linen in public. I can speak personally from my life. We have went all out. Everything that you see or that glitters is not gold. We have went all out in our family. All out. Me, law enforcement, courthouse, this person you see right here. And my mother is like my sister today. My mother is my close friend. My mother is like Peaches. I love her so much. I love her so, so much. I'm just so sorry when I sit back and look at so many situations. I'm just so sorry that, so many years have passed and I've wasted, where we had a bad relationship, where we just couldn't see eye to eye. And I felt like there was an enmity between both of us. You understand me? Like a brick wall. And we just could not see eye to eye. We constantly bump heads. And it was just such a terrible journey for me. It was an extremely terrible journey. And I know it could never have been easy for her, because I am her daughter. And today when I look back, my mother is the most sweetest thing in the world, the most precious thing to me. You understand? And because of such, I am in a position where I can say the same thing. Nobody wants to walk down that road, because it will affect you. It affects how you sleep. It affects your mood. It affects your hormones. These are things that you deal with, whether you are a man or you are a woman. So for those of you who are out there who are encouraging her to do what she's doing and to say this and say that and to put her mother on blast, you guys are making matters worse for Shaneil. You are not making matters worse for her mother. Her mother is living her life. Her mother has moved on with her life. She's the one who have it to deal with. And another thing that can happen, you will say, okay, I'm going to avoid this person. I'm going to diss her back. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. You understand me? Or even if it's your father, I'm going to diss him back. I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. And I'm going to take it to the public. I'm going to take it to social media. I'm going to bring him down. I'm going to tear him down. I'm going to expose. I'm not going to do this and do that. You know what will end up happening? You will become great. Yeah, you can become successful. But guess what? You can have a child and you put the world in your child or children's hand, and they turn around and do the same thing to you. And you wonder, where did you went wrong? Where did you go wrong? Because you did what you were supposed to do as a parent. You cross all T's, you dot all I's. And you're wondering, where did you go wrong? Why your child is like this to you? Why this is happening to your child? Why this and that? Because you have provided them with all the tools, all the necessities, basic commodities that they would have needed. You provided that. You provide them with love and care. And then they come and they don't have any respect for you either. They don't care about you. You understand? So this thing do happen. So you don't want to burn bridges, especially with your parents. And even if you can't be around them or you can't get along, like I said, you stay far from them and wish them the best. You don't go there tooth and nail. You don't wash your dirty linen in public. You don't bring it to social media. I just said it in the video with the clash between TJ and Valiant. You don't come on social media with your personal problems, because social media is not a therapy class. It's not a place of solace. You have to seek therapy. You have to seek counseling. And there is absolutely nothing wrong with that. It's good to be around people who are older than you, people who understand, people who, even if they don't know, there are persons who they can refer you to that can help you overcome a particular trauma, because you can put as much lipstick over it or as much money on it or as much makeup on it when it all comes off or when it all goes away, you still have that issue to deal with. And like I said, it affects relations. It affects your relations with your partner. It affects relations with friends, in quote. It affects relations with just about anybody that you meet. It was, I think, some months ago where you had a falling out with your manager and all of these kind of things. And I gave my advice as to the mistakes that Shaneil made. For those who want to know, you can go and watch that video. I was in support of Shaneil and everything. So it's not anything to malign her. I don't come out and malign or taint people or try to be disrespectful to people. All I'm saying is that right now, as we speak, I'm coming from a place of understanding, and I'm coming from also a place of experience where I have been. I had a friend who said that his mother called police on him and said that he was in scamming because of a whole lot of foolishness, and he went to jail. They lock him up and stuff like that, and he resented his mother. And I spoke to him. I let him know that, listen, at the end of the day, if you and your mother cannot get along, you stay far and wish your mother well. You don't pray bad prayer for her. You don't wish anything bad on her. You pray and hope that she gets over whatever it is that's troubling her, or whatever it is that would cause you guys to have a bad relationship. If you cannot say good, for those in the public, if you cannot say good, please do not say bad. Wish people all the best and give the best advice that you can give. Do not encourage bad behavior, because you guys are not making life easier for Shaneil. She's in the spotlight and she's making money. So everything that every move that she make would be deemed or would seem in her eyes as the right move because she's making bank. You understand? So it would seem as if she is in the right. No, but later on, she will have that to deal with. And there are a lot of misfortune that can reach her simply because of this error between her and her mother. I am not blaming her. I am not blaming her mother. I don't know in fine details what took place between two, but I know that it can be mended. And if it's a case where it can't, you don't bring it to social media. You wish your mother the best. If she's bringing it to social media, you leave her alone and wish her all the best. You understand? You just try your utmost best. Don't to put it out there in the universe, because you will have that to deal with in your personal life. So it won't necessarily be your mother. However, it will be every single person that you end up meeting in life. And you will wonder why this is happening, why such and such is happening. It happens to everybody over the world. I see even in the very American culture, a lot of them, they don't honor parents. They don't respect parents. They come and they speak to parents anyhow. Any disrespectful tone that they parents feel entitled, parents feel this, parents feel that. They brought you into the world and they took care of you selflessly. If they didn't, then like I said, you wish them all the best and you move on with your life. You don't come and disgrace your parents. You never dishonor them. That's what you don't do. We can't help the parents who had us. We can't help that, but what we can do is try and be a better person for ourselves so that the future generation can come and honor us as parents. So in the process, you wish mommy and you wish daddy, or you wish mother and father, or you wish strangers all the best and let them move on with their life. You don't go any further and say that, okay, she's this and she's that. You know, I remember I was in bad place with me and my family and stuff like that. And I never once took it to social media or bring it out there so that people on a whole can know my business like that. Because you're going to invite all sorts of energy in your life, not in your mother's life. In your life, you're inviting all sorts of energy. And you make people who are even worse, people who don't even know better, fools. People who are willfully stupid, you give them an opinion of you and you allow them to inject their negative, low vibration energy in your life. And they're basically casting a spell on you. As plain as ABC. They are basically casting a spell on you. So Miss Shaneil Muir, and for those who out there who would like a word of advice when it comes to these things, if you can't do anything, you can pray. There are also other outreach program and social workers out there who you can talk to. There are persons in the field like pastor or someone. And if you can't, if that particular pastor cannot reach you, there might be others. There are also people in esteemed position of power also who spend their time helping others and stuff like that. And sometimes it's good when a complete stranger hears you and listen, because those are the persons oftentimes are the one who are best able to assist you or recommend you to someone who can help you. But going about this and posting on social media and back and forth and saying all of this, no, 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 no. You are putting a damper and a very dark cloud over your life, and you don't want that. You want bright, beautiful life. You want something happy. You want a pleasant relationship, a peaceful relationship with friends, with other loved ones, with your partner. You want that. And you want to know that when you come and you have a child, whether it be a boy or a girl, your relationship can be wonderful with them, and they will grow up honoring and respecting you. You don't want the same thing to follow you, because like I said, you can come and decide to give your child the world, and they come up and they do way worse than you could possibly imagine. It has happened. It has happened all over. So, Ms. Shaneil Muir, please do not listen to anyone that's encouraging you to do this and do that once it is negative. If it doesn't involve recommending you to seek help or to seek additional assistance or to seek counseling or to say a word of prayer, you need not to listen to anyone, because they're only going to make matters worse for you, and you are the one who have it to deal with. Just ask yourself, when you stand up and make a 360 degrees in your bedroom, in your bathroom, who is there? None of the persons on social media, none of the persons who are giving you ill advice, none of them will be there. You are the only person who will have your issues to deal with. So you want to you want to attract positive energy. You want peace in your life, and you want happiness, and happiness comes from within. So it's within that you have to hunt to see how best you can be able to solve this issue that's in your life. And like I said, oftentimes the glass is not half empty. It can be half full, but sometimes our means of how we go about things is where the great error is. You understand me? And oftentimes there is also an enmity between you and that person. You can't see it with your naked eye, but it is there. And in order for you to get rid of it, you have to be on a positive scale. If you're on a negative scale where you're fighting tooth and nail and going back and forth, it will only make matters worse. You understand? So don't listen to the naysayers. I know it is not easy. What I'm saying is not easy, you know. I didn't went about this thing for many years. For a few years. I went about it for many years. We're talking some 2 decades. You understand me? So this is not a joke. People who know me personally can understand, because they have an idea. They don't know in full details, but they have an idea. You understand? And so they would know definitely that what I'm talking about is serious business. And like I said, I love my mother to the end of the earth. Today, I care about her. I respect her. Like I said, law enforcement was involved. Courthouse was involved. It was that deep. You understand me? And today, my mother is like a precious bundle of joy to me. You understand? And so it's a beautiful moment. That's why I always say I'm happy enough. I might not have all the things that I need in life as yet, but I am happy enough. I'm at peace. I'm at comfort. The happiness that I was searching for inside me, it's actually there. And that's what makes me sleep very good at night. And I'm at peace with myself. You understand me? And so like I said, we can't help the parents that we have. We can't, but we can try to make the best of every moment. And if it's beyond our control, we can wish them all the best from a distance. You stay far and give them a wave offering, and you leave it as is. Don't come to social media, because there are people who are doing way worse. There are people who are bad parents themselves. There are people who are bad children themselves, or who were bad children themselves. And they just see this as a grand opportunity to ride the wave and jump in and add their 2 cents and take no accountability or any responsibility for their actions. So you don't want that kind of energy around you. You want happiness, peace, and prosperity. And in order to do so, you have to pray and surround yourself with positive people and search, hunt, pray. You know, God will provide it. You will facilitate the resources for those persons to come. That's all I have to say about this. Thank you guys so much for your time. Enjoy your day, and may God bless you. I'll be back, so I'll see you again. Bye-bye.